or just awesome? All right, now scientists wear lab coats to protect their clothes, and they wear tennis shoes to protect their feet. And they wear goggles to protect their eyes. Do you want to have the goggles on, or would you rather not? You wear them like this. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah? Put them on like swimming goggles. Right. Really good. Now if they start to hurt, you can go ahead and take them off. Alright? Now, for today, I have a question for you. I have this pillow, and this is my pillow. And it's, would you say it's bigger than that box right there? Do you think it will fit in the box? No? Why don't you go ahead and try it. Try and fit the pillow in the box. Very good. Did it fit? Yeah. It mostly fit though. Why do you think it fit since the pillow was bigger than the box?
So when I put it in, we folded it.
Folded it? So you made it smaller? Nice. Well, and what scientists call that is making the pillow more dense. So you can take the pillow and make it into a smaller space than what it normally does. Right? Alright, so scientists can sometimes work in the lab, and they work in buildings, but sometimes they work outside in nature. So since you're a scientist today, do you want to work in the building and have this be our laboratory, or do you want to work outside in the gardens?
Outside.
You want to go outside? Alright, we can go outside. So I have all of our activities in my bag. So let's go ahead and go outside. Alright, you want to follow me?
I saw somebody wear this before, like when I was doing violence and somebody was wearing it.
Yeah? Did you think he was so cool?
What?
Did you think he was cool?
Who?
The guy who was a scientist.
No, it was a girl.
Oh, it was a girl. Alright, so what do you think scientists do? What is their job?
Job is to like figure out like what is happening on the earth, like volcanoes, like one would they explode. I watched a volcano.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, all these scientists were trying to figure out when the volcanoes would erupt.
That is so cool. I like watching this kind of videos. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you have a book called Where's Waldo or I Spy? Have you ever seen those? Alright. Let's stop right here, Brigham. So I have a question for you. So I have all these things in here. Now, can you find, I'm going to play I Spy a little bit. I spy a green paper clip. Can you find it? A green paper clip. There it is. That was pretty fast. Okay, now here's a harder one. I spy the letter W.
A W?
A W. What letter is that?
That was the P.
Mm-hmm.
So we need one of here it is.
There you go. Was that kind of hard having all that stuff in a little space to find it? So, like the pillow, this is more dense than opposed to this. We spread all of this out. You want to help me?
Like, are we going to organize it?
We could. Alright, so let's play the game one more time. So I spy a blue button.
Blue button.
was really fast. Let's do one more. I spy a battery.
There's
Do you see?
ant on you.
There's an ant on me.
Everyone on your back.
Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. Do you see a battery? There you go.
It's really close to you.
Now, was it easier to find things when they were spread out or when they were in the container?
Right here, when they were spread out.
Now, why was that?
Is this a bullet?
It is from a Nerf gun.
Where is the Nerf gun?
It's at home.
I have a Nerf gun.
Do you?
Is this a sticky bullet?
No, it's not. It's just a regular one. How big is your gun?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, do you play with your brother?
You have two of them.
All right, will you help me put these back in the container?
$1.
Mm-hmm.
So all these are yours?
They are all mine. All right. Thank you. So, basically, if there are...
Paper dollar.
Yep, that's an eraser. So if there are more things in a little space, we call that more dense. And if you have things in a more space, we call that less dense. Can you say that word, dense?
Dense.
Yep. And the big word is density. Thank you. All right, now. Some things float and some things will sink. What things can you think of that float?
Boat.
Yeah, like in a pool. Yeah, in boats.
Floaties.
Floaties. Let's go over here. Okay, floaties will float. Can you think of anything else? Have you been to a pool or a lake? Can you think of what things you've seen float?
Your body float.
You do float. Alright, what are some things that sink? Can you think of things that sink?
That's something that does float.
Yep, those are called lily pads, and they float. Alright, now I have a game for you. I want you to walk around the gardens, and I want you to find things that you think will float and things will sink. Rocks, leaves, or things you can pick up. True, all of them. What's something that you think will float?
This.
I guess we'll see. Now you're going to be a scientist and we're going to test these things. So let's keep finding some more. What things do you think will float? Leaves? Try that. Oh, how about a pine cone? Do you think a pine cone will float? Maybe? Just try it. All right. Can you see anything else? Yep. You want to pick one? Pick a little bit? There you go. I'll take it. Thank you. Now, do you think all leaves float, or that only some leaves float? Some leaves float. Some of the leaves do you think will float? You think so? The ones that the leaves on the tree? Do you think those will float? Now over here are some berries. Do you think berries will float? There's some on the ground, and there's some right here in the tree. Why don't you pick some? some water up here. Let's go test these out, like the scientist does, and see if they float or sink. Keep going. Do you hear the water? Where's it coming from? There it is. All right. So now let's test these out. Hold on. Do you think it'll float or sink? Float. It did. Awesome. All right. Now what's next? Nope. Nope. It sank. Now do you think that will float or sink? You're right.
This, I think
Mm-hmm.
this, this, see. One?
Yeah. That's so good. Now let's take them back out and put them back.
Oh,
We can take them.
this one.
Punch one. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and go to that table over there. I have an experiment for you. Give me a chair now. All right. Will you put this on the table? This one. Oh. I left it at home. Let's see if I have something else. I left it I was going to bring it home.
What was it?
It was an egg. Alright. So what we were gonna do, and I'm really sorry I forgot the egg. I was gonna fill this full of water and the egg will sink. And it's just a normal egg out of your fridge. Now, can you think of a way that an egg would float?
Like taking the shell off?
That might be an idea. Yeah, that could work. But if you left the egg normal, you didn't take the shell off, is there another way you can make it float? Alright, when we were over there playing Sing if Things Would Sink or Float, the things that were heavier sank, and things that were lighter floated, right? Okay, so if I had an egg in water, which one's heavier, the egg or the water?
Water.
You think the water's heavier? Which one? Oh, so if the water's heavier, then should the egg sink or float? Float. Alright, so if I put a normal egg in, it would sink. So then if I made the water heavier, then the egg would float, right? So if you put in about this much salt into water and stir it, the egg would float. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, now let's go do another experiment. Now, lunch, you can go pick anywhere you want in the gardens. Let's go walk around. Where do you want to go? share do you want? All right. I have 4 things for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these things I took from my kitchen. Can you guess what they are? You can go ahead and smell them. You can.
Syrup.
You think it's syrup? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
How could you know for sure that it's
Because
syrup?
at the bottom, it's like, it looks like syrup. The top is like, it don't look like syrup, but it actually is.
Nice. So that is syrup. You're right. What about the other ones?
Water.
Water. What do you think that is?
Is apple juice.
No. Did you smell it?
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and taste
Syrup.
it. You think it's syrup? Why don't you go ahead and put your finger in? It's okay to eat. What is
Honey.
it? Honey. That's right. Now how about that last one? That's the hardest one.
So it's like kind of like water, kind of like that.
True. It's right in between in the color. You can go ahead and taste that one too. Doesn't taste very good, does it? Now that one your mom used when she's cooking. It's called vegetable oil. I'm sure you use that when she's frying things, or use it sometimes instead of butter. Okay, now I have a question for you. Which one do you think is the heaviest? Did you pick them up, and which one do you think is the heaviest liquid?
This one.
You think the syrup's the heaviest? Alright, so we can put that as heaviest. Which one do you think is the lightest? The water?
Actually, this. Is it a little light, a little bit lighter. This.
You think that one's the lightest? Alright. Now which of those two do you think is lighter than the other?
And which one? I think this one's heavier, and this one's lighter.
Perfect. So do you think that they could go in this order? You think this is the lightest, the next lightest, the heaviest, and the next heaviest? Do you think that's the order?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how we can test it?
How?
If you pour them into here, let's see what happens. Because they're, now don't pour all of it. Just pour.
So,
You put probably about half. Okay. So then, if this one is lighter, should it go on top of the syrup or below the syrup? If it floats.
on top.
On top? Okay, let's see. Go ahead.
Actually, we should do the water.
You want to do the water? So it should, you think it'll go on top or bottom? Let's watch. Go ahead and put a little bit more in. Alright. What happens?
It goes to the top.
So if it goes to the top, is it
About,
so do you think that will go on top, in the middle, or on the bottom?
I think, in the middle.
In the middle? Okay, let's see.
Top.
I went to the top. So what does that mean?
It means that it's lighter than the water.
True. That's
Then
right.
I think this is going to go under the water, I think.
Okay, let's see.
It's heavy, alright, and it went under the water.
Mm-hmm. Let's wait a minute. So where do they go?
Bubbles, when it's going up. See, the bubbles are going up.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that color that's on the very bottom, which one is it?
This one then
It's-
the
It's
heaviest.
the honey. Yeah. Isn't that amazing how that worked? How they separated?
Mhm.
So which one is, so then we said honey's the heaviest,
Yes.
then what's next?
This,
Mm-hmm. The syrup. And then
this, and then the water.
you think so? Which one of these two do you think is the water? Look at
The
the color.
bottom one.
The bottom one's the water, so that makes this one the lightest.
And this one the dark, the heaviest.
Yeah. Didn't expect that, did we?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That's the lesson. So, can you tell me what you learned?
I learned that some things float and some things don't. And this doesn't float. But this does, that does, and that does.
Now, why do they float or sink?
This is because it's heavier than all of these. And this is lighter, and this is lighter, and that's lighter.
Mm-hmm. And so if something is more heavier, like we learned before, then it's more dense. There's more stuff in it, so that's why it's lighter. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have fun being a scientist?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's our lesson. Good job.
I have a lesson ready soon again.
Oh yeah?